Vladimir Putin, and Emmanuel Macron, who calls himself regent of the Kingdom of France. And you, global elite Satanites, who brainwash people of the fairest nations of the world, even as you send invaders to destroy them, making our people demoralized and degenerate. Et vous, les envahisseurs étrangers, who rape our children, enslave our women, and burn our churches to the ground, render your account to the King of Heaven. Surrender to the King, who is sent from God, the keys to all the good cities you have taken and violated in France. I am sent here by God to proclaim the blood royal. He is entirely ready to make peace with you, if you will settle accounts with him, and are willing to relinquish France and pay for having occupied her. And all you slave masters, vandals, rapists who are currently invading the town of Orléans, leave and return to your own countries for God's sake. Otherwise, await word from the maid who will come visit you shortly. To your great damage. And if you will not do so, I remind you that God is chef de guerre, and he will not allow you to occupy his kingdom of France. And wherever he will meet your French allies, he will make them leave it, whether they wish it or no. I am sent by God as his king, to drive you over all France, body for body. And if they wish to obey, you will have mercy on them, and have no other opinion, for you shall never hold the kingdom of France from God, the King of Heaven, the Son of Saint Mary. But the Dauphin shall hold. For God, the King of Heaven, wishes it so, and has revealed this to you through the little flower, and he shall enter Paris. It is quickly comfort if you do not wish to believe this message from God through the little flower. Then wherever we find you, we will strike you there, and make a greater uproar in France than has been seen for 1,000 years. If you will not have repentance, and believe firmly that the King of Heaven will send the maid more force than all of your soldiers and drone strikes can muster. And in the exchange of blows you will see who has more right from the King of Heaven. I have been told by the little flower to prepare for battle par calculer les troncs des Catholiques. But we Catholics should pray for Macron and all stewards of France placed there for the time being by God. J'ai doute qu'une résistance armée ou une insurrection sera nécessaire. Et vous, réprenez pour la machination de la mort, la poussière, vous priez to cause no more destruction. If you will settle accounts, you may come into our company, for the French will indeed perform the greatest feat ever seen in the history of Christendom. Mark my words. In 2029, there will be a great catastrophe orchestrated by this global elite, which will affect not only France, but all the world. With a little flower, Saint Thérèse invoked Jeanne la Pucelle, Joan of Arc. Tu es ton pucelle effulgée, Tu es ton pucelle exigé. Be prepared for 2029, however you can. I do not know the details of what will occur, but if it does involve a literal siege of Orléans, I am coming over there, and you will behold a miracle from God, and at the exchange of blows, you shall see whose side he favors. And send word if you, les enemies, wish to make peace. If not, await news from the maid, to your very great damages. Filmed this Sunday of Holy Week, Palm Sunday, the day of welcoming the King.